Hello, Kate Onokamaya here, and it is so fantastic to be with you once again today. And I want to talk to you briefly about the pain of not growing. The pain of not growing, yes. And one of my greatest fears is not to grow. I remember in 2012, well, 2011, yes, 2011, when I was pregnant with my second baby. I was angry. My mom reminds me almost every time when my son has some anger surges. you know my mom will remind me, Kate, I told you, when you were pregnant with this boy, you were always angry. And that always shakes me, because I recall that at that time in my life, I was frustrated, I was depressed, I was angry. I was angry with myself, I was angry with the world, because I felt like my life had come to a standstill. I felt like I wasn't making progress. Um, I left paid employment in October of 2009. And after that, it had been 2 years, about 2 years, yes, since I left paid employment, and I was struggling in my business. I was struggling in business. I had not done business, apart from helping my mom while we're growing up in her businesses, at different businesses. I had not really engaged in a business of my own. Being around business people is different from actually engaging in the enterprise, in an enterprise of your own. So I made that discovery, that period of my life. So in 2011, I was so frustrated. I was depressed, and the truth of the matter is, I did not even know that I was depressed. I had no idea. I just knew that I didn't like the way my life was at that time. I knew that there was something more inside of me. Something was seeking expression from inside, and I didn't know what that thing was. So I began searching. I began searching for a program, for something to do. I wanted to go back to school. I thought, okay, maybe I should go get an MBA. And at that point in time, I became so conscious of leadership. I was doing an MLM business at that time, and that 2011 was kind of like my best year in that business, because I was already starting to understand it. And then suddenly the company packed up and left Nigeria. They closed their Nigerian business, and that really um, brought me down again. I felt like a failure. I felt like I didn't really know what I was doing with my life. So I decided that I'd go back to school. I began searching for a program, an MBA program that I could do. And in that process, I also began searching online to develop my leadership skills. And I stumbled on a minute with Maxwell. That was a daily word that John Maxwell was giving to us every single day. Prior to that, I knew, I had heard about John and maybe listened to some of his tapes, but I wasn't really engaged. I wasn't really paying attention to him. So I started paying attention to him from that minute with Maxwell. So in 2012, that's when I got to know about the John Maxwell team. And I registered, I signed up, and I began my journey as a leadership coach, speaker, and trainer. Yes, it's been an amazing journey, uphill, no doubt, good times, bad times, but more of the good times, yes. than the bad times. Learned a lot, grown a lot, and it's just been phenomenal. Yes, it's just been phenomenal. And I am so happy that I am doing something that I love. I found my purpose, and I'm engaged in a growing life, which is something I want us. I want to talk. I want to invite you to, because when you are not growing, you are declining, and most of the times you don't even know. You don't even know about it. So you just know that things are not going the way they should in your life, and you don't even know why. So I want to invite you to to get into the growing life. Start growing, because you don't want to get to a point in your life, especially towards the later part of your life, and start regretting the things that you did not do, the connections that you did not make, the growth that you did not engage in earlier on in life. That's the regret of growth. That's the regret we have when we get to that point where we start to feel like our lives, our journey has been meaningless, and it's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to find ourselves. So growth is a guarantee. Growth is the guarantee for tomorrow. It is the guarantee that your later years are going to be more fulfilling, that your years are going to be full of more joy, peace, knowing that you have left your mark on this side of eternity. You have fulfilled your reason for being here. That brings great joy. That brings great peace. And it's so good. Because at the end, no one wants to know that their lives didn't mean anything to anybody. So get growing. Stay safe and stay blessed.